Hey, welcome back to the world of Subnautica for the final installment of Getting Started. This episode is purely for starting to build your base, which I'm sure you've all been waiting to do because it is one of the fun sides of playing Subnautica is building your own base. All I'm going to do is get to a place where there is a load of materials for you to scan so that you actually got some things to build as a base. There are two locations we will be going to, which is the two islands. If you can see the aurora there, we have this island here, and I have a little tag coming up saying Sunbeam Landing Site in 29 minutes or 29 and a half minutes. I will not head to that island until that timer has gone. The only reason is because I do not want to spoil the storyline for anybody that hasn't played this yet. So if I go there and the landing party lands and all that malarkey, then basically I potentially could spoil some storyline. And this island is more for resources that you will need than anything really to scan to build a base. Back to the Sunbeam. There's the shell from point 0. We don't need this part to go to the other island. It goes behind it. You will see this cloud formation. This is the island that we will be going to. It has some good starting points for your base and some food that you can start to grow in your base, which is basically what we are going to need. Now, at this point in time, as you can see, I have already built things we got in the last episode. I have built, as you can see, there is no laser cutter because I don't have diamonds. So we will not be, I cannot build that just yet, but that will be fine because when we go to this island, which is more resources, we will get lithium and diamonds from there, which will help build the things that we need. I do also have built the mobile vehicle bay, and I have also built the Seamoth. Now, if you struggled to find all the parts in the last episode for the Seamoth, if you look at the aurora and you go behind it, roughly in this direction here towards the clouds, you will find a second red kelp area. I will fly past that bit before I end it and we get to the video, just to show you where you may well find some Seamoth parts. I would advise you to get the Seamoth to go to the island. You can swim it, but it's a pretty long way. The Seamoth is a little bit quicker. I have stocked up on some water. I'm not too bothered by food because we will get food on the island, which would be great. There is loads on there to scan for building your base and a couple of extra bits and pieces, but pretty much everything that we're going to need is there. So, well, let's get to it. One freshly built Seamoth.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, as we can see, on Aurora to the island in that direction. So we will head that way. Just so that I did say we would quickly pass through the red kelp area, just so that you know if you couldn't find all of the parts, then we will quickly get you there. Worth paying a visit, going to get this bit, getting your Seamoth done and built. You'll have so much more fun once you've built your Seamoth and can swim around. But once you've gone past these, you'll see the red kelp area down here. And this will find any missing parts that you may need for your Seamoth. They are around here somewhere. There's a few crash sites along here, but other than that, just have a quick scan around. There is loads of it about, and the only day I can't find any of it just to show you. Very typical. But when we are heading to the island, we will try and stay high. I kind of want to avoid any mishaps, any creatures that might want to cause me some immense damage. Meanwhile, we just keep heading straight forward. Right. I will pause the video here and I will see you when we're back at the island. Cheers, guys. Bye bye. Welcome back. Now we've got to the island. Just before I go off into the island, I will just quickly show you there are two pretty good sites you can land. So if you kind of stay near the top as you head towards it, there's a little area just around the side, around here. That's a good landing spot. You'll see it because there's a little cove that kind of embeds into the island down here. And you can come through here. Or you can head around this way, just get to the island. Just find yourself a nice little landing bay. There's some areas here that are quite low. We've got this area here, which is also a good site to land and get on. But personally, I like to go down underneath. And you will see a little hole in the middle of the island. This is, I personally think, the more safer option. And then you can just park up, jump out, and jump on board the island. We'll get the torch active. As you can see, there is a PDA over here. So I will quickly run and grab that.
Multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
And we're picking up multiple energy signatures on that island surface. Now,
integrating new PDA data.
I would suggest, whilst we're here, of sticking your propulsion cannon on, because we do have these horrible crab things. They don't do a lot of damage. Like I said in previous videos, they really are just annoying, but they are so much fun when you start launching them. And hopefully we can have a run around. I can get up here. Don't really want to go for the cave, I don't have to. No, cave it is. I mean, whilst you're here, you know, it doesn't hurt to keep your eyes out for any resources. I don't really remember too much resources about being here, other than more scanning stuff. But this is quite a nice little island. There is plenty for you to do and scan. It's quite beautiful. You see Moth, as you can see, is still over there. We can scan around the island. As you can see, there's plenty of pathways, but at this stage we can't really see too much. There's plenty of caves and stuff, but we want to try and get high, as high as we can, because it'll give us a good view of where we're going. And it is kind of like most forests, you can kind of get a little bit lost in here without realising it as well. Most of what's on this island is scannable, most of it with the trees and the plants. You know, if you've got a chance, you might as well scan it. As you can see, our sea moth is down there. But if you look around, there is a ridge up there that has parts of the habitat area to scan. And if you go that side, you've got more up there to scan. So we need to sort of head more this sort of in between them. It's kind of what we're looking for, because there is a third base area that also has things to scan, and which is well worthwhile. But oh, that's it. I'm out of the torch. I've got on my back. No more batteries. Okay, it will be daytime soon. So here we go. Quick run around the island. Head to the other side. Head down here. And there's the third area. So let's go down there first. It's the easiest to get to. But we do get crabs down here, so it's time to change to our stasis cannon. Decided to, you know, waste some energy. Hopefully it didn't, but we will head down here. But be careful, because not only will the stasis cannon pick up the crabs, but it will pick up any loose objects that are around. There's a crab, so we'll go bam, grab him. We grab the rock, typical. And another rock. There he goes. And we got him. Launch! So much fun. As you can see through the window, we can jump in, and we have a purple tablet. How lovely. We can take it. Dun dun dun. What's the purple tablet for? We put our scanner on. We've got things here we may be able to scan. Another PDA. Point upwards, and we have a multi-purpose room, which will be a part of what we one of your main parts you will need inside building your own base.
New blueprint acquired.
We have some decorational stuff. The wall planter, really useless to be honest with you, but it just looks good as well. That's really about it. And we will jump out here. One of the biggest things you will need whilst you're here, and you will be very thankful for having, this exterior grow bed. This will enable you to plant food. These are all edible plants, but not the ones I personally like to take with me. If I use them in my base, they are mostly for visuals, but we'll scan them. Unfortunately, with these sort of things, you need to pick them and cut them and so on, just to scan them. Now, things you may not have realised that when you're here, and some people miss this, but you get a little sort of door lamp or spotlight. Worth getting in the scanning mode. Builds up everything. We run around the other side as well while we're here. You've got the main entrance, or you can walk in this way, walk up, jump on top, and then via this route you get an open box, a data box, and that gives you the ultra glide fins, so that kind of speeds things up a little bit. Nothing really else to scan up here. You can jump down the ladder. You got the wall planters and another PDA, which I won't read just yet.
Integrating new PDA data.
We have a bulkhead door, which is worth getting, especially more so in the earlier parts of the game where you've not quite got all your reinforcements up. You can close rooms off, stop them leaking. We have a box that has battery in it. More PDAs.
Integrating new PDA data.
And we will be done. We've got, that's the important parts out of the way. Now we need to either head up there or up there. I think we'll head up here. Let's get this side done. Finding the pathways up can be a little bit annoying, but I'm sure you will, like myself, figure it out and make your own way up there. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not so easy, but we can circle around. Once you get so far, you kind of do have to follow the pathway. It does get a little bit too steep to sort of climb up, but you'll get there, I'm sure. But it's worth getting this island out of the way. Like I said, there's not much in the way of resources for you here. More sort of scanning abilities, things to scan, plants to scan, so on and so on, and a major part of your habitat builder. And at the end of the day, we all want to build an awesome base. It's really quite simple as that, really, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, if we get to this base, we've got small plant pots.
New blueprint acquired.
We have chairs and tables, which I'm sure we've already got in the game by now. Another PDA. And we can scan the observatory, which is, to be honest, fairly useless in the game. I mean, you know, you can't really do much with it, but it's always nice to have one just for the sake of building it. And after all, the whole point of building a base is to build the best base that you can get your hands on, isn't it? So, we are here now. Normally, you find a stasis rifle around one of these places, some of these places. So you might want to have a little stroll around. I'm surprised I haven't found one yet. It's normally here. Not to worry. Can always come back. Now let's head over to that one. As you can see, the pathway is not too clever, but we want to head sort of along this edge here and then climb up that way. If we can't get all of the rifle there, we'll head back down the bottom again and just have a quick look there. But also there is a little area just about there, I think, that has a few extra grow beds. We will pay a visit to, because they've got the plants that I prefer to keep in the base. They're kind of a bit easier to grow, and yeah, good fun. But we will make our way. Here we go. Seamoth is down there, just to give you a better idea. We will stroll along. We're heading up there. We will get the grow bed area last before we leave the islands. Because otherwise climbing becomes more harder work. Yeah, quite a lovely place to be. Anyway, we want to get the more important stuff out of the way first, as we have the exterior grow bed, so we might as well use it. Remember, keep your eyes open for grabs. There's loads of them about. There's normally a load of them about. Here we go. Stasis rifle. Piece number 1. And we need a second one. Then we have another box with a stasis rifle. And there's the second part. Like I said, the game's supposed to have no weapons in it. This isn't really a weapon, it's more of a freeze ray. Its usage is minimal, but there you go. We also have another lamp on top. Quickly jump inside, open the box, some water, PDA,
Integrating
so on.
PDA data.
We have an indoor grow bed, which now we've got that complete.
New blueprint acquired.
You can quickly scan the plants. It'll just make this easier, than when you're walking around you won't keep getting the symbol up, which is always helpful. Obviously we don't need to do the room now because we've already done the observatory, but you know, while we're here, these are probably some of my favourite ones that I normally use food wise. stock up. And a good form of nutrition. Have some water. Stock up, and at least stick one of these in your bag to head back to base. And that would be pretty much this area complete. I will quickly show you as we jump. No, I'll go the other way around. We'll put our replacement of the torch for now. We will put a habitat builder on. When you right click on it, you will see now we have a whole load of new things. We now have the multi-purpose room. We already had, should have already got that from the red kelp areas. We now have the observatory. If you jump in here, we have a spotlight and we have an exterior grow bed. Now this is literally what it says, an exterior grow bed. So you can't build it inside your base, you've got to build it outside of your base. You can use it underwater or on the surface, either ways, it doesn't make much difference. You're better off underwater because most of what you need is underwater. We could jump into here. As you can see, we have the bioreactor, which we got from the red kelp area. We also have the bulkhead doors, and we have an alien containment tank that we've seen somewhere in the game since we played it, but we will worry about getting that at a later stage. We have the indoor grow bed, which you build inside your base, literally what it says, indoor. That's where we're going to put the berry that we've just taken off the tree, and the compost plants and so on and so on. And we'll go to the final stage. These are all the little extra bits we found as we've kind of scanned around. So we've pretty much got what we need. Let's kind of head back down again. And we'll have a look around. As you can see, don't really want to go too far because this is a bit of a drop. But we want to head more towards the edge of these areas, and there's another little outdoor area just so that I'll just show it to you for the sake of showing it to you. But we've got everything there for it now, so it's not a massive almighty deal. To head there now, but we will get back there. We will get to the sea moth, and we will move on. But now we're heading the right pathway because we're heading towards this bridge. We may need to cross the bridge if I remember rightly. Oh, it's near the bridge if we'll head just over here. I'm sure it is over here. Yeah, here it is. As you can see, there's more of the grow beds that we really don't need now. But that's pretty much it. There's some plants and stuff. They stuck loads of things in there. The good thing with Below Zero, if you haven't played that yet, is you can actually make like a salad for food. It's pretty good. You need to get certain fruits and veg and stuff, and it comes in its own automatic Tupperware box. But they didn't do that with this one, obviously early years and all of that. They hadn't quite thought about it that much, I suppose. But we are really heading now back towards the sea moth. As we head over here. Right. I shall leave you guys here. There's the sea moth. I'm going to head into the sea moth and I will head back to base. And I will see you back there. And hi and welcome back to Subnautica. This is the second part of the looking for the islands. I have gone from the other island and jumped forward straight to this island. I'm pretty much sure you've got the idea of where the two cloud formations. This is the cloud formation to the left of the Aurora. Basically, what I've done is I've gone back to base. I've built a few bits of my base together. No point building too much at the early stages because you're going to be short of reinforcements to strengthen your base. You don't really want to build too much until that happens, until you've got the materials to reinforce it. Otherwise, you just get holes in the base. It fills up with water and it just becomes an unnecessary headache. So I've gone straight to the next island where we can get the resources to build the reinforcements. We can also get some diamonds to build our laser cutter. and everything else. As you can see, there's our life pod and our 0 point. The Aurora, I believe, is somewhere about there. As you come down towards this island and it starts coming into view, kind of bear round to the left of the island and you'll end up on this beach, which is quite cool. You get some crabs here, so it would be nice, would be advisable to have the propulsion cannon, and I will put that in place. It is great fun firing them things all over the place, I must admit. But what we'll quickly do is whilst we're here, there's a number of locations we can get the diamonds and lithium and stuff like that. The good thing with this place is if you have a bit of a look around, you'll also find bits for your submarine and stuff like that. Now, when we're going down into here, we can go down. If you haven't got a depth module, don't go down too deep because you really don't need to destroy your ship. There are a Leviathan around here somewhere. You don't really get much grief from him, but I do kind of advise you to be a bit cautious because you do get warpers, which could be a bit of an annoyance. This is the second video. I stupidly recorded this video and I was listening to music at the same time, and all I could hear was the music I was playing, and for the sake of I don't really want to breach any copywriting type situations, I kind of decided I would re-record the video, rather play it safe. So I've re-recorded it, so a lot of the material stuff like we originally came here for I've already collected because it was in the previous video, and yeah, bit of a noob moment for me there, but nonetheless, if you come down and around on the outer part of the island, you will see some resources. You can have a quick poke your nose down here, and you'll see a few bits and pieces floating around. Like I say, be a little bit cautious if you do get warpers around here, and they will just teleport you out of your Seamoth, and then you've got to go get back in it again. As you can see, look, there are some resources here. These are the rocks that we're going to be looking for mainly, and we can get some diamonds, which is rather lovely, and the soul destroying gold that you find in them. But hey, where'd that go? And some more diamonds. Look at that, doing good. But like I say, that's pretty much what we're here to look for, to be honest. But like I say, be a little bit cautious because there are warpers in this area. The main reason we're sort of heading on the outer parts of this is we're looking for, well, resources, diamonds, stuff like that. But there is also one of the reasons I'm coming around the outer edges is there's a purple tablet we could do with collecting. I mean, you get to make them later in the game anyway, but to be honest, why make them when you can get them for free? But you know, like I say, if you have a good look around, there are some general resources all up and down the outer parts of the island. But as you sort of go down and around, don't go too deep, but go deep enough. Kind of keep an eye on things. We're around about 160 meters deep-ish. You will see, here we go, some alien technology. And in the process of this, you will find these caves. Inside these caves, you will find some resources, not a massive amount, but you will find a purple tablet in here. I'm not going to go rummaging through it all because it's not worth it. Oh, look. Now, that's one of the things we want to avoid. That's a warper. They will just teleport you out of your Seamoth and then leave you open to being attacked. And they're a bit of a nightmare. They do warp off and on, but we will go back to the beach. You've got an idea. Like I say, there's some alien technology there, so you know where you are. There's a number of caves you can go in and out of, but I think they all pretty much link together. But we will skip through a bit more and sort of mainly aim on the beach on this video. And here we go. We'll park up right here. Hopefully that warper didn't follow us. And here we are. Now, always worth putting, when you're on the beach, always worth sticking your propulsion cannon on. You never know whether a crab is going to turn up and try and harass you. But there's a few caves here we can go and explore. I don't really remember seeing many resources on the outside of the island, mostly inside the cave areas and stuff. But you have a cave here which we can go down with some torch on. Hopefully it'll still be cleared from the last time I was here. And if you follow this around here, you can come down, see this lovely little well-drawn cave area. You can go and have a look around. You will find some on the walls around all these sort of areas. Like I say, unfortunately I've already been down here, so it's a bit frustrating. You can come down here, if you have a look around, there's plenty of passageways to go. Be a bit cautious with your oxygen. Obviously you don't want to die down here, because then you lose stuff and you've got to come all the way back. But you know, what's a good game if you haven't got a little bit of risk? But you know, come down, have a look around. Like I say, there's normally a tablet, normally a purple tablet around here. I think it's about there, and it's worth checking out. Let's quickly get back to the island, the outer part of the island. I want to quickly show you some of the other areas where I can gain some more resources. And make sure I head out the right way. I don't really want to die too soon. Up here. And here we go. Let's try and get out of here. See where we are, and we're back. Right, we need to head over there. We'll quickly run around, try and skip through as much of this as we can. At the end of the day, it's only to roughly show you where to go and what we're looking for. You can press the shift key, which will make you run. It will take whatever's in your hands off for a brief period of time. It does kind of help a little bit. I've kind of made sure I hid here after the timer went out, so I didn't destroy any of the storyline. I'll let you guys worry about that yourselves. What I did do is, whilst we were here, around about here, there was a broken tablet for you to scan. And I placed the tablet in here, and that opened up this door, which gets you into an alien base. I'm not going to go through the alien base, it's a bit long-winded, and, well, I'll let you enjoy it yourself. It's quite an interesting place to go, but if you come around the outer edges of the island, you come up here, and sort of over this way a bit more. Just need to be night time. And if you head over here, if you look down here, there's another beach. Now, if you come down here, you will find some resources, and like I say, at the same time, why not have an explore inside the water quickly, have a look around the outer edges. You might find some bits and pieces, but the good thing is you will find some submarine parts around here as well, for later in the game, which is quite cool. I think I scanned them when I was here just for the sake of grabbing them, but there will be some bits and pieces here for you to scan as well. And rocks that are absolutely useless to you. We'll quickly speed around. Back up here again. Now, the best of the cave areas around here is the one we're going to now. This is where you'll find most of the resources that you need. And you should come out with quite a good amount of diamonds, quite a good amount of lithium. You could potentially make 2, maybe 3 journeys just in filling up bag space. But once you enter into this cave, it really is worth exploring every pathway, every passage. And sort of follow the main line. I'm going to kind of skip most of this beginning part because I did kind of collect everything out of here, and I don't really want to waste too much of your time. I'm sure you want to get playing it yourself, but you can scoot around up on the passageways. But like I said, I did actually kind of get this part of it done. Thankfully enough, there is an area here that I didn't go into on the last video, which I'm going to go now. See if you come back out and then you come around. We've got a little passageway up here. It just takes you to not much, to be honest with you, more viewing stuff and sort of hollow grove or whatever you want to call it. But like I say, look, quite a good view of the aurora though. Look at that, all the fire and everything. But here we go. The part that the reason we came up here was this cave here. Basically, this has a little bit more to offer. You've got different areas you can go around there. Some alien technology down here, which will give you some resources. Hopefully I will find some down here because I don't remember coming down this bit. Here we go, look, there we go, more resources. And we'll have a good look around. Probably be careful because we'll probably find the odd crab here that will drive you nuts. But it'll be the only time I come down this part and there is nothing to collect, which would be just typical. Seems to how this game seems to want to be with me this time around. Every time I go places, they never to find something. It doesn't seem to be there. We got some more lithium. Here we go, another rock to crack. More lithium. Another rock to crack. Like I said, it's quite a good amount here. I mean, there's a good couple of videos worth. Or a couple of videos? Yeah, really. A couple of trips worth around. You can literally pick things up. I think they're ones I dropped last time I was here because I ran out of space and I just wanted to focus more on more important resources. Yeah, you see the crab going past me. It's probably after me. It'll come down around, it'll take you back outside the island. Really not worth coming down here too much. Or even that, there he is. We'll get a bit of a pop cannon on him. Get rid of him. See ya! I can hear another one around. But it's worth checking these caves out. They're really quite cool. Like I said, there's also a lot of resources around here to collect as well, which is nice. There we go, look, another rock to crack. And it gives me gold, typical. And diamonds. But it is quite ample supply of resources and it is quite a good place to come and check out. Look, as you can see, there is absolute loads of it around. You're never going to go too far away and you'll be finding stuff. And so on. But it's quite a good little spot, and to be honest, it's good part about this is you get quite high end materials here for a minimal amount of damage. So it is in the long run worth its weight. And what I will do is, I think I've kind of collected enough to kind of give you the point of what I'm coming down here for. We'll head quickly back. And I've run out of space, that would be why. What I'll do is I'll drop some gold and we'll head back.
Seek fluid intake.
That will help.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Especially if there was more rocks here to collect. Lithium, gold. Right, so we've got another tablet. as you can see. There is plenty of it about. But we need to get back to where we were. And they've all gone down there. Let's quickly get down there. Ooh. Where's that bit of diamond I lost? Diamond. There we go. See what I mean? I mean, there is just loads of it around here. It really is worthwhile in its journey. We headed up here. And we'll head up here. I'm on the wrong side again. I will probably jump forward. And we'll head to another direction. I think it's down here. As you can see, there is just loads of lithium. You could make so many different journeys here. This madness. You know, it is literally what a great little spot to come to. And you will literally find everything that you need, especially at the higher end materials. Right, we're back up here where the alien stuff was. We come around this side. I figured I'd quickly show you this spot while we're here. Like I say, you know, you've got that cave down there. You can also go down here. You've got more stuff you can collect. And you get this thing here, which you can scan, I believe. And you can. Now you need this here to put. You need an ion cube. Normally you find ion cubes local to these sort of things, but I do believe here is the only place that doesn't. You've got to come back with an ion cube. But if you've been around and you've gone off and you've done the base, then you'll have an ion cube. I can guarantee you that much. And you can head down there. You never know, you might find some resources that will quickly drop down. A quick look around just to see if there's a few more bits I can claim. Whilst I'm here, I might as well get it done. Have a look. We've got some lithium. We're going to need loads of lithium for the reinforcements. Another cube, more diamonds. Another block. And that gives me gold, more lithium. More lithium. But like I say, it is worth coming to this island just for the resources. There is so much of it about. It's madness, to be honest. For such a beginning part of the game to be able to get get these sort of high-end materials, it's really worth its while. But nonetheless, no point playing on there much longer. I think you get the point of what I was trying to prove. Like I say, this is a great little island to come to when you need the resources. Like it's probably better to do it the way I did and go and get your scanning done first before you come to this island. But it really makes no difference which way around you do this. But like I say, two good little locations, especially for scanning stuff and for the raw materials. But I can honestly say this will be the end of my getting started series. From here onwards, the videos will be short videos, just giving you the locations of things to scan for, things like the moon pool and other parts of your base, weaponry, materials you'll need, all the little bits and pieces during the game. I will try and stay away from most of the storyline. I hope but yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the Getting Started series. And if you did, please give me the thumbs up. If you want to see more, then please hit that subscribe button and smack the alert button in the face. And maybe I'll see you in the next update and the next video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've really enjoyed making these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them, and let's hope there's going to be some more.